Race fans, you ready?
Roll off in the back as the lights go out, looking for a green flag for your Barona gear stocks. Marcus Espinosa, John Tuttle, your front row, looking for a green flag out of turn number 4. Green's out, we're on the way down the front straightaway. Fitzgibbons in that 44 car looking to the inside of the 11, looking for a three-way battle down into turn number 3 and 4. The 11 car is going to pull them out of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Here comes the Oceanside, right? Up in that second spot battle with the 13 and John Tuttle.
Let's see where this goes as we maybe get the first lap in. Fitzgibbons on the inside. Marcus Espinosa is going to lead the first lap as the 13 goes around. Tuttle's going to go around. See who's going to survive this one.
Tuttle going around the 38, getting a little piece of that action there on his way by. The rough heat race was supposed to run that B main. Dropping out of that B main as the 11 car picking up the speed down the back straightaway as we're looking to come to green.
I can do some bumper checking here as they come back to the ball. Auto group restart zone. See if this is going to be a start. Fitzgibbons going to go for it.
Fitzgibbons with a good jump down to the inside. That 44 car is going to take the lead. Here comes Joe Cott, that 38 to see up in that third spot. Joe Malone drifting back a little bit of 36 car. Still a zero now. Is looking to the inside of the 36 and the turn number 3 and 4.
Wow, Joe got way loose and tried to reel it back in. Also the 9 of Christopher Evans got that car way loose as they're all over the field trying to get him reeled back in. Still out front, the 44 Brian Fitzgibbons. 11 pulled on to that second spot. Malone in third.
Alldredge and Evans battling it out back here mid-pack there. 1 point difference there for your championship. For the Barona gear stocks. And then we're coming back over the 45.
Fraser was in the middle of that sandwich. Almost got hammered on that one.
Evans to the inside as Collier goes up against the fence in turn number 4, the 46 and Jesse Collier. Well, right there is your battle. Speedway. You got Novak on the inside of the 00. Chris Wild and Ryder's turn around. Three-way battle out of turn number 4.
A lot of bumping and banging, pinballing around. Everyone's bumping off each other, trying to stay straight. And we stay green as 11 goes up off the wall. Catches it. Second out of Novak is now, he's all in the middle of the field. And we're going to have a yellow for that one.
11 car collecting a 33 of Steinsdorfer. Espinosa coming off the wall back there in the third row inside with Christopher Evans. Chris Wilder, Randy Alldredge take you back to the top 6 as they're looking for a green flag out of turn number 4. Brian Fitzgibbons, your leader.
Fitzgibbons sets the pace to the ball. Auto group restart zone, and we go back to green. Fitzgibbons takes off into the sunset. Gonna set sail.
Down into turn number 1 and 2, 3-wide battle for that third spot. Scott, wow. Wholesale position down at turn number 2. He's going to fall back to about that 7th or 8th spot as Aldridge gets in there tough on Novak. Collects the 9 car of Chris Evans. Chris Evans has a right rear flat. The 9 car looking for a green flag out of turn number 4. Brian Fitzgibbons, Joe Malone, Joe Cott.
They're still lined up in the back. Brian Fitzgibbons going to lead them back up to the ball auto restart zone. And they're still trying to get to the back and lined up as we go back to green.
Down the front straightaway, side-by-side battle for that 2nd or 6th spot now. Cott's going to try the outside one more time. Novak to the inside. Novak, Cott, side-by-side for that 3rd spot. Down the back straightaway. Hit the turn number 2. Cott upstairs. Novak downstairs. Battles on out of turn number 4. Get the nod to Cott as they work down into turn number 1.
Novak and Cod battling for a good spot right there with the 56 of Alldredge in there.
of these guys back here getting lights
Everyone's
are out.
catching up.
Looking
Lights
for
out.
a green flag. Joe Malone's elected to the inside. That's going to put the 00 Chris Wilder on his outside.
Back to the ball. Auto group restarts down the 44. Leading them in. Going to be looking for the green. As green comes out, Brian Fitzgibbons, Joe Malone, and Chris Wilder down the front straightaway. 56 and the 38. Looks like we're going to have a good run down the back straightaway. Almost 3 wide.
There's 3 wide for that second spot. Aldridge looking to the inside of Joe Malone. Here comes Parenteau to the inside. They're going to single file formation out of there down in the center number 1 and 2. Aldridge still to the inside of the
Not afraid of getting up on top of that berm. Running way up on top, still out from the 44. Brian Fitzgibbons, followed by the double out of Chris Wilder. The 56 of Randy Alldredge. The 36 of Malone. The 22 of the other Malone, Mike Malone. Christopher Evans in the 9.
Chris Wilder's in that second spot, but he has company by way of that 56 of Aldridge. Aldridge looking to the inside out of turn number 4. So run that third spot down into turn number 1 and 2.
Joe Cajon trying to hold off the 15 on the outside, and the 79 of Novak behind them as the 46 looks like going into the infield, done for the night.
Oh, bro, Brian Fitzgibbons almost a straightaway lead now as here comes Aldridge to the outside of the 00. Aldridge going to take over that second spot out of turn number 2. Malone's right there in that fourth spot, and we got a couple stacked up there on the exit of turn number 4. Grace Escalante's there, the 21 of Funkhouser's there. Escalante gets...
And finish off this, hopefully, pure stock main event. As they're
Novak up against the wall on the exit of turn number 2. Not sure what's going on with Jacob Novak's machine. He's going to take a hard left turn looking for the hot pit. Something amiss there on the... Sure what's going on there with that Novak machine, but he's going to take that exit. Lights go out looking for a green flag out of turn number 4. Brian Fitzgibbons, your leader, that 44 machine. Randy Alldredge going to refire off that second row inside. Along with that 00 Chris Wilder looking for the green flag. It's up and down the front straightaway. Fitzgibbons with a good jump. Aldridge going to pull that 00 down into turn number 1 and 2. Joe Malone looking to the inside of the 9 car.
Fitzgibbons and Alldredge here going to have a good battle along with the double out of Chris Wilder. The 9's going to throw his hat in the ring, see if he can't get up to the front. Christopher Evans working his way on the inside of the 9, the double out of Chris Wilder for that 3rd spot.
Single file formation for your top 4 or 5 spots there as Malone's are working hard on each other. That's a battle for the brothers there as Mike Malone gets the better of it. Here comes the 15 of Parenteau now looking to the inside of the 36 of Joe Malone. Parenteau to the inside of Joe Malone. at turn number 2. Looks like Nicole Carleton, the 66 car. Randy Alldredge is going to come up in second spot. Chris Evans is going to finish in that third spot. The 00